and we will not be intimate for at least 1 week.
Okay, so?
I think we need to do it even if you're not period, you know? A real man have his sword, his blood.
I just don't understand anymore, man. Like, what is TLC doing, or Sharp Entertainment? What are they doing? When I say that, what I mean is, why are we listening to such grotesque nonsense? Like, yo, I think for Razvan, what he needs to understand here and process is that maybe, just maybe, Amanda isn't into him. Or maybe, just maybe, Amanda's having second thoughts because maybe she regrets her choices. And I will get into that later on in the video. But to be honest with you, at the same time, maybe he needs to accept that maybe the woman that he wants to marry, allegedly, and he wants to take him to America, all that kind of stuff, maybe Amanda's someone that just likes to take her time because, you know, she respects her body to a certain degree, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe it's because you're the first man that she's going to be with since her husband passed away. And because you're going to be the first man she's going to be with, maybe she's a bit nervous and she wants to take her time. And I really dislike the fact that he's not taking any of these things into consideration. Because the way he's forcing the whole intimacy is just way too much now. I mean, listen, for me personally, I'm one of these people, right? If you're down, you're down. If you're not, you're not. It's as simple as that. I ain't going to waste time trying to convince you. I ain't going to waste time trying to talk to you about it all the freaking time. Like, yo, if it's going to happen, it's going to freaking happen. And if it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just me. You know, I'm respectful enough to not try and convince someone or pressure someone into something intercourse. In fact, I'm the kind of person who would even talk about it, to be honest with you. I make my move. It will go, if it works, so it works, so if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I mean? But either way, let's continue with this discussion. Oh, and how the hell can you talk about a real man likes blood in his sword? Are you okay? Now, I ain't saying there ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I mean, I love you a rainbow and all that, but what I'm saying is that if it's your first time with your woman, the woman that you want to be with, respectfully, you'd want to make sure that the first time is going to be as enjoyable as possible on both ends. Imagine that. Sleeping with the woman that you want to be with for the first time and blood everywhere. That doesn't tell me that you love this woman. This tells me that you is one horny man who just can't hold his shit together. Which then brings up the debate if you're a loyal man too. But we continue.
I think that Razvan is hoping that by us having sex, it'll help us connect more emotionally. I get it, but I'm not comfortable having sex with Razvan yet.
Nah, I mean, listen, he may think that. There is a possibility he may think that. I'm not going to go against that. Boy, if you ask me, I don't think that's the case. Oh, but then again, there are a lot of men in this world that they think that if they can make love to a woman, if they make pure, intimate love to the woman, it's going to manipulate her mind to say, you know what, I got to be with this guy because the D is too freaking good. There is that aspect, to be fair. And obviously, based on what he does, maybe he thinks he can convince you to be closer to him in that way. So yeah, that does make sense to be.
Especially coming from a marriage that I was in for so long and losing my husband.
We can go in town.
Okay.
You want to get ready?
Can you bring me the mirror from the bathroom?
But to be honest with you, the more and more I watch their storyline, I'm starting to get an inkling that she's now starting to regret her choices. I feel like she's got to that point in mind where she's like, maybe I was moving a bit too fast. Because now she's getting a bit nervous. I mean, it's normal for someone to get nervous, to want to be intimate with someone after, you know, only ever been intimate with one person your whole life, and then that person's no longer here. I can't imagine how hard the transition is for some people. You know what I mean?
Also, you wanted to go swimming, but I do not like that swimsuit that you got for me.
So you want to return it?
Yeah.
Some people may say that she's been very ungrateful. Some people may just say at least she's just been honest, but she just doesn't want to wear it. For me personally, I'm gonna go. It's a bit of both. Obviously, she doesn't want to wear it, which is clear. But I feel like the way she went about it is definitely disrespectful. I feel like she could at least address that in a more sensible manner. Saying, oh yeah, and by the way, I don't like that. Yeah, that's just. There's no need for that type of aggression. You know what I'm saying? That type of energy. Oh yeah, and I don't like. No. Come on.
It's very sweet of Razvan to buy me a gift. However, he is the first man that has got me a gift since I've been with Jason.
You see what I mean? Like, there's a lot of referencing to Jason, which tells me that she's at that point where she's like, you know what, I don't think I can go through this. That's what I'm thinking.
And in the back of my mind, I have that kind of like guilt, you know, like that comes with being with someone else. You look nice.
You look beautiful.
It's either that, it's either the fact that she's finding hard to move on to someone new, or maybe she's got it and she's like, you know, I actually don't even find him attractive. there is that aspect too. And she's like, I don't play along now. But to be honest with you, a lot of the time, if a woman's avoiding intimacy with you, that's one big sign to say that she's not into you. And a lot of the time, if she just fussing and moaning about the small little things, usually it's a sign to try and kind of put, to try and give you signs that, yeah, I'm just not really feeling anything that you do for me right now. Whether you buy me something or whether you take your clothes off. Yeah, I just, who you were on the phone was attractive, but who you are in person, I'm just saying, ladies, let me know. Let me know in the comment section, because if, as far as I'm concerned, if a woman's into you, you know she's into you. But if she's not into you, she's not into you. And I feel like for him, because he's always got women around him, I think he generally believes that women can never not be into him. And that is something that could potentially blind him from seeing the signs that maybe Amanda just is not into you. Saying. Continue.
Being serious when he tells the shopkeeper that he wants 3 or 4 children. I hope that he's joking. When Razvan and I were first getting to know one another, I had asked him if he saw himself having children in the future, and he
obviously, as you can imagine, he said no. This is interesting to me because there seems to be a lack of communication, but to be fair, that happens to every bloody couple. But I don't know how you go from I don't want any kids to then, yeah, I want like 3, 4 kids or whatever. Razvan has been, he's been a very difficult person for me to kind of figure out. I don't know if he's really trying to use her to get to America, or if he generally just has feelings for her and he really wants to be with her, or he's someone that, and this one's the most dangerous one, someone that struggles with just being single. One of those people that once he finds someone, he does what he can to just be with them as much as possible, you know what I mean? Let's move and live together, we have kids together, that kind of movement. If you know, there's people that do that. They struggle with the loneliness, with the single stuff and whatnot. So each time they do get someone, they try and really, you get the idea, right? If you know, you know. Okay, I can't always explain everything. Just saying, if you know, you know. I can't always explain everything. I had to repeat that because I didn't say it probably the first time. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, man.
I understand why he wants it, but I'm really surprised because I absolutely do not want to have any more children. And I was very direct and clear before I came to Romania.
That is starting to sound as if somebody was a little bit.
Honestly, I feel a little bit misled, and it's making me second guess myself.
You know what, though? If anything, it's probably given her the excuse that she's been looking for to move away from Razvan. So I generally just don't feel like she's feeling him, to be honest with you. And I just generally feel like she doesn't know how to go about it. And that's why a lot of the time she comes across very disrespectful and ungrateful and spoiled and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that she's not behaving that way, because she is, but there's a reason why she's that way, if you dig what I'm saying. Honestly, can anyone tell me where you see her actually being attracted to this man? Like I said before, he thinks every woman is attracted to him. And that's why he doesn't see it. Point blank period. He could never accept it. It doesn't exist in his mind.
Before I arrived, I was so sure that everything was going to go great and perfect. And to get here and have so many problems and concerns, I don't know, it doesn't feel good at all.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. I've said it enough times in this video. No point of repeating myself, but I'll do it one more time anyway. Things aren't going well because you're not into him. That's the reality. I don't see anything else but that. But hey, like, subscribe, and of course, peace.